I haven't gotten that back from FCS yet, but I've been working with finance on that.
So we're close. Okay. If it's going to be drug out any further, can we get some kind of timeline? That would be really helpful. Appreciate it. That's all I have.
If I can indulge the council, and this is something completely different and not really council business, but this morning we finalized it's with the League of Women Voters and the Clark County Bar Association co-sponsoring a Supreme Court and Court of Appeals forum. It's next Monday night, so I cannot attend it, but it will be right in Vancouver. So we expect that'll generate a lot of interest, because I never realized that judges are elected entirely differently than anybody else in elected office. So they're elected essentially in the primaries for all practical purposes.
And you have two well-qualified candidates for one of those positions. And
yeah, it'll be a very interesting forum. So it'll be at the Public Service Center in the Clark County building, 6th floor. So we'll get a lot of, we just finalized the last details earlier today. So I'm sorry to kind of go off topic, but I just felt this was really very important.
It's at the same time as our meeting?
Yes, of course. It actually starts at 6, but there's no way I can be there at 6 and here at 7. So.
I wanted to mention that I'm going to do my best to be there on Saturday. I'm on reserve that day, so who knows what's going to happen. I start reserve at 4:30 in the morning, so if they call me, they call me. If they don't, I'll be there.
I'm sorry Joel Lehman left, because I had the experience of getting a permit for some construction I'm doing on my house. And I think he and Sean have done marvels with that department over there. It was, according to my builders, easy to work with, very informative, and expeditiously done. So I'm very happy that we've got this business-oriented approach over there. Second thing is, just to let everybody know, I'm going to draft a couple of amendments to the E Street project that we've got coming up. One of them is to require an evaluation of two issues on the E Street project. One is throughput, how many cars go through there in a given time, before and after the E Street project takes place. And the second one is on safety. Has it improved safety or has it not? I'm informed reliably that the throughput was not an issue in the original design. I somehow came away with that impression, but whether it is or not, people in this city are going to want to know, did it improve that or not? I'm also going to draft an amendment to, a second amendment to ask that we set aside about $35,000 a year for the next 5 years, so that when we get through with that 5 years that we're required to keep the road diet in place, $165,000 or whatever it is at that time, we need to restripe it into a 4-lane road, which I think people are going to want to do. The money's available, and we're not saying to people, gosh, you know, we'd like to help you, we just don't have the money. I don't think people are going to want to hear that at the end of this. And if I'm wrong, we'll find that out, because I'll be running on that issue in the next election. So thanks very much.
Okay. Well, that's it for comments. We'll go now to public comments from the audience. We'll keep your comments, please, to 3 minutes. And I will be timing now. Who would like to speak in the public?
I've never been humble, so I will speak first. I have two things I would like to address. One is all you brought up on I-5. The other is the corridor. People are asking for an interim solution other than roundabouts. 15th or River Road and Highway 14 has had in the last 5 years 16 accidents. That's 3 a year. All rear enders or side swipes except for one. Very, very minor accidents, which I feel a roundabout would even cause more side swipes and possibly more rear enders. Hard to say, but at least more side swipes. I would suggest leaving River Road alone with some modifications if the money became available, which I put in a written to all the council members here last meeting or the meeting before. And the other solution for temporary to eliminate the majority of accidents at 32nd as more than 15th, almost twice. If you put the barrier right down the middle, made everybody make a right turn, swing around to 27th, up 27th, and back on Addy over to 32nd, take a left, you would eliminate all of the left turn accidents that have occurred at 32nd. And those are the ones that are really have caused the more serious injuries at that intersection. Now, if you did that, you're going to make an awful lot of drivers really unhappy, because who wants to make a great big roundabout coming around on the side streets back up to Addy and over to 32nd when they can just go down and make a left turn? But to put a roundabout there, I would just leave this thought in your minds. I'm sure everybody here has driven Highway 14 at 192nd Street. A great big interchange they have. Instead of that great big interchange, what if they put a roundabout in there? Wouldn't that have been swell to expedite the flow of traffic with a roundabout? A roundabout in heavy traffic it's an intersection, and you have to go by the intersection law of the state of Washington. And a roundabout, a website that I found by accident is called roundaboutusa.com. They list a roundabout as an intersection. And an intersection, state law, the definition of intersection applies to roundabouts. Yes?
You're at 3 minutes.
That's it.
Thank you.
More next Monday.
Yes.
Just a quick question, you're gonna be moving your venue to the port, will you be recording your strategic planning meeting there with their equipment?
I think so.
Did they set that up? Just making sure that's in your head.
Well,
So maybe have that done, they have their recording equipment there, it's not an issue, just to kind of remind you, for those people that can't, and to make sure you post it really well on the website so people know that you moved your venue. Just in case you have to throw on some people that want to come and let you. And just a question, Mr. Shoemaker, and this is just a cautionary statement, and I know you're not currently in a campaign,